All right, let's talk about a word we all think we know like the back of our hand, something we learned way back in grade school, the subject of a sentence. But what if I told you that the simple definition we all memorized, well, that's only about 1/3 of the actual story?
Okay, let's just jump right in with a little pop quiz. I want you to look at this next sentence, and using that classic old school rule, the doer of the action, try to find the subject. You ready? So who or what is the subject? It's it, right? But hold on a second. What is it actually doing? I mean, is it a cloud, the sky, some kind of weather god? Suddenly, that simple definition just kind of falls apart, doesn't it? This one tiny sentence opens up a really fascinating grammatical puzzle. And here's the thing. The problem isn't the sentence. Nope. The problem is our definition. See, to really get what a subject is, we have to stop thinking of it as just one thing. We need to see that it actually wears 3 different hats. And that right there, that's the core idea for this whole explainer. The reason a sentence like "it is raining" feels so weird is because we've only been looking at it with one eye open. Once you see all 3 identities of the subject, the whole picture just snaps into focus. So first up, you've got the grammatical subject. Think of this as the mechanic of the sentence. It's the noun or pronoun that the verb has to agree with. So when he runs, the verb is runs because the subject is he. If it was they, it would be run. This is all about the nuts and bolts, the pure rules of the language. Second, there's this semantic subject. Now, this is the one we all learned in school. This is the doer, the agent, the one making things happen. In a sentence like, "the dog chased the ball," well, the dog is doing the chasing. This identity is all about the meaning of the sentence. And finally, we have the structural subject. I love this one. The easiest way to think about it is as the star of the show. It's the topic. It's what the entire rest of the sentence is there to talk about. The sentence basically puts a big spotlight on this part, and everything else is just providing details about it. So now that we have this awesome 3-part framework, let's take a little tour and see how it helps us understand all the different shapes and sizes that subjects can actually come in. Okay, here's a quick look at the 5 main types. You've got your simple, complete, and compound subjects, and yeah, those are pretty straightforward. But where it gets really cool is with those last 2. Clausal subjects and dummy subjects. Oh yeah, these are the ones that really put our old definitions to the test. Now, take a look at this. This is a great example of a clausal subject. Just ask yourself, what's the thing that matters to me? It's not just the word you, and it's not the word what. It's the whole idea, the entire concept wrapped up in that phrase, what you decide. That's right, an entire clause. A whole little sentence within a sentence, with its own subject and verb, can act like a single noun. It can be the star of the bigger sentence. Here, the whole concept of your decision is the thing that matters. I mean, how cool is that? It's like a beautiful little piece of sentence engineering. Okay, so we're armed with all this new knowledge. It's time. Let's circle all the way back to the sentence that got us started. Let's finally crack the case of the mysterious raining it. Here it is again. So we've already figured out that there's no real doer here, which means the semantic subject is totally missing in action. But English grammar has rules. It demands a subject to make the verb work. So what does the language do when there's no doer to be found? It uses a dummy subject. That's the solution. In this sentence, the word it has 0 semantic meaning. It's not doing a thing. Its only job, its entire purpose for existing is to be the grammatical subject. It's a placeholder, just sitting there so the sentence can follow the rules. It's a really brilliant and elegant fix to a grammatical problem. So why does any of this matter? I mean, beyond being a fun little grammar puzzle. Well, because understanding this stuff actually gives you a kind of superpower when it comes to your own communication. And this right here is the real takeaway. This isn't just about acing a grammar quiz. When you really get these different identities of a subject, you get to have precise control over your sentences. You can choose, consciously, what the star of your sentence is. You can shift the focus, you can change the meaning, and you can make your writing and your speaking so much clearer and way more powerful. This whole thing points to a much bigger idea. It really leaves us with one last question to chew on. If a concept as basic as the subject has all this amazing depth hiding just under the surface, what other grammar rules have we been oversimplifying all this time?
What else is out there, just waiting for us to take a closer look?